Hey, this is Judge Waits bringing you some hardcore team deathmatch on the map Mirage. I am going to be beasting with the KSG, or maybe I'm going to get beasted. I don't know. This shotgun is extremely difficult for me to use. As you know, it fires a slug instead of buckshot, so you have to be really on target. That's why I really like the reflex sight. So there I am. I thought that first shot was pretty close. I'm surprised it didn't take him down. And I guess that might be lag compensation coming into play, so you really have to be careful with this weapon. If you miss with the first shot, you're gonna die, at least in hardcore. If you're playing core, sometimes you can run away from the bullets that are coming back at you, or you can jump around, but in hardcore you just do not have that luxury. One bullet's going to take you down. Now here you can see the range on it, though. It is pretty good, especially for a shotgun, obviously, because you're shooting basically a large bullet, a large projectile, and that's why it's a one shot, one kill. Now here is one of those really frustrating moments that I seem to have a lot with this gun. Check this out. All right, I should have hit somebody right there. That shot should have nailed that guy. Man, it is just a fickle weapon. Watch this again. Let's go back in time and I'll show you that clip again, but watch like the second and fourth shots. All right, I'm reloading right here. All right, that shot was off. That shot should have hit. That shot probably should have hit. That shot definitely should have hit, but somehow I managed to. And that's what seems to happen a lot with this weapon. I've never really seen somebody just go nuts with this weapon. You just have to be really on. Your connection has to be just right in order for you to be effective, at least in order for me to be effective with this weapon. I've noticed, though, that when I'm running at somebody or somebody's running at me, I usually can take them out in one shot. It's when they're running sideways away from me, or if they're up close, that's when I really struggle with this weapon. Now, besides the reflex sight I have on the long barrel, I would really recommend quick draw, though, because you need to be aimed down sights when you're shooting at somebody. You do not want to be hip firing this weapon since it fires the slug instead of that buckshot. Maybe if you had a laser on it, you could hip fire it, but otherwise, you really need to be aimed down sights shooting at somebody. I'm thinking stock would be another solid attachment for this weapon. You know, it's a fun weapon when it's working well, which rarely happens, you know, because it's kind of like something challenging. When you're able to use like a bolt action sniper rifle or this shotgun and you kind of do well on it, it's just kind of satisfying and it feels kind of good compared to using something that's a little bit easier. But overall, it just needs something. It needs like a built-in stock, something to let you move a little bit faster while you're aimed down sight or something like that, because it's just not very effective, at least in hardcore. Let me know what you guys think about it. Those of you who play core, maybe it is a little bit easier, but in hardcore, I would never recommend really using this weapon. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't really recommend using any shotgun in hardcore for some reason. I used to love running the shotguns in Modern Warfare 3. I loved the Spaz. I loved the Striker. You know, I loved a lot of them, but I do not use the shotguns normally in this Black Ops 2. And I don't know. They just feel really inconsistent to me. And I don't know if it has to do with connection or something else going on, but I just do not seem to, you know, regularly perform well with these weapons. But let me know what you guys think about the shotguns in general. If you are a hardcore player, you know, I know if you play core, they're probably a little bit easier to use. But even when I watch people like Kingdom Soldier use the Remington when he's playing core, it still seems a little bit inconsistent. I know I'll shoot people dead on right up close and I won't even get a hit marker. And that scene that just played out just before then, when you take on two people with this weapon, you might be able to take out one, but when you try to take out that second person, this weapon just does not fire fast enough to do that. And I know they want to limit that because they don't want people just spraying with this weapon, but I think it could be turned up just a tad bit. But this is the end of the video. I hope you like it. Let me know if you have any advice for using this weapon. I just seem to struggle with it. But I want to start showcasing some different weapons in my videos to change things up. So if you have a weapon that you'd like to see me use, make sure you leave that for me in the comments section. You know, I figured I'd start off with the KSG, which is probably my least favorite weapon in the game. But like I said, let me know what you think about this. If you like it, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. As always, though, take care and God bless.